Today is episode 5, and it's also 457 days until I turn 60. I realized something I wasn't expecting. For 4 episodes, I've been talking about discipline, but I wasn't doing the one simple thing I said I would do: the treadmill. And hearing my own excuses played back on camera, that was the moment I knew something had to change. Not someday, but it had to change today. 4 straight days, I filmed these episodes, and every single time I came up with a reason to skip that treadmill. I'm tired. My schedule shifted. It was a long day. I'll catch up tomorrow. They weren't lies, but they weren't truth either. The truth showed up last night when I was editing episode 4. I heard myself say again, I need to get on that treadmill. And something inside me said, Kirk, you're becoming that guy who talks about discipline instead of living it. Now that bothered me because that's not who I want to be at 60. It's not who I want to be at 59. And honestly, it's not who I want to be right now at 58. So today I stopped negotiating with myself and I got on that treadmill. Not because it wasn't convenient, not because it was easy, but because I said I would. And I don't want Day to 60 to become another Here's What I Wish I Was Doing series. It needs to be Here's What I'm Actually Doing series. Here's the real lesson today brought into focus. Most of us don't lose discipline in dramatic failures. We lose it in quiet justifications. It doesn't disappear all at once. It drains with every internal negotiation we let slide. And every day I skipped the treadmill, I wasn't avoiding a workout. I was voting for a weaker version of myself, maybe a passive version, a maybe tomorrow version. That's how people drift through life without meaning to. You skip one walk, you delay one boundary, you put off one uncomfortable decision, you let one habit slide. And those tiny hesitations, they become a pattern. A pattern becomes a lifestyle, and a lifestyle becomes a regret. I mean, you don't want to regret these things that you should have done. So do them. And discipline, real discipline, isn't built from motivation. It's built from the next honest choice. And that's what hit me today. It's who I become at 60 is being shaped by how I respond to the smallest decisions right now. My treadmill isn't about cardio. It's about character. It's about integrity. It's about showing up for the life I say I want. That's the man I want to be. That's the version that doesn't wait for perfect conditions. And if there's something you've been putting off and you know exactly what it is, let me tell you the same thing I told myself this morning. Don't wait for the feeling. Just decide. Then do the smallest version of that thing today. Your future self is built by tiny wins. Mine was the treadmill, and yours might be reading one page, cleaning one corner, sending one message, making one decision, or taking one walk. Just ending one excuse. Whatever it is, do it today. Don't wait, because the version of you at 60 is going to be shaped by the choices you're making right now. There's 457 days until I turn 60, and today reminded me of something simple. I don't want to arrive at 60 full of explanations. I want to arrive with evidence, the evidence that I lived what I believed. I'll see you tomorrow, one day better.